What's up, guys? I'm finally getting around to doing my 100 subscribers special, which is you voted for the setup video option, which I kind of figured you would. I was slightly worried that you'd think it was a bit cliche to do the setup video, but it's obviously something that people like to see. So shortly I'm going to take you through both my PlayStation setup and how I capture from there, over to my PC gaming side, which you're probably going to see more of on my channel. It seems likely the direction I'll be taking is the Battlefield content from PC, and then maybe the PlayStation will be more for my personal enjoyment with friends. Anyway, I promised you lovely viewers to say thank you for 100 subscribers, so thank you from me. I hope you enjoy the content I put out, and I hope you enjoy the content to come. Obviously, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button up there somewhere. Can't really remember. And yeah, so I'm going to move into detail about the PC specs, and I suppose it will be almost like an unboxing video because I still have all the boxes for my PC build, even though it was done a year ago. And yeah, that's about it. I'm going to switch mics now and do the rest of the voiceover in the editing room because the microphone on this camera isn't strong enough for YouTube use. So sorry about that if you can't actually hear what I'm saying. And yeah, like I say, thank you very much. Please subscribe for more, and let me know what you think of the setup in the comments below. Cheers.
Okay, so the sound quality wasn't too bad. It was a bit crackly, so we've switched back to Edit Suite mic, the Turtle Beaches. You can see here, just random blah blah blah. This is, I was reading up on Bond this morning because I'm going to see Skyfall on Monday and I cannot fucking wait. My Hoover, I love Dyson. That's my mini bar in case Battlefield stresses me out too much. And if you don't know what those things in the middle are below the DVDs, they're videos, kids. Ask your father, because I got millions of them. I don't know what to do. This is my PlayStation collection, and there's a few PC games thrown in there too, and also PlayStation 2. I used to have so many PS2 games, but I gave them all away to a friend because they're not really worth selling, so I just gave them to a friend and he uses them. And this obviously is the main collection of Battlefield, Bad Company 1, 2 and Battlefield 3, and on PC as well because I'm that sad and addicted to Battlefield. And this here is the new setup, and so we're going to go into it in more detail soon, but this has just been moved over here. It used to be attached to my TV, but I'm just terrible. I mean, it's completely unsuitable playing on the desk, so I've moved it over to here where it's on a proper table and it's better for my wrist and everything else. And this is the bad boy itself, my PC build that me and my brother built last year. It's about a year old now, and I'll go into a component list in a bit, and I'll also give you a quick peek inside, but that's a quick flash for you. Okay, so I have a long list of components in front of me, so I'm just going to plow through them and I'll put them on the screen to help out. To start with, we have the LG 42-inch LED 1080p TV, which I've had for quite a while. It's a beautiful TV, very slimline. Moving down into the Sky HD box, which for Americans is basically TiVo. The Panasonic 1000 watts 5.1 channel surround sound, and underneath that is my new PS3 320GB Slim. Now on the left here you can see my Belkin Play router, which if you follow me on Twitter you'll probably hear me ranting about, and I've switched to Netgear now. That's the RMA'd version, and that's my 40GB old PS3 which is trying to yellow light of death on me, which is why I have two. You can also see the Photosmart wireless printer. And this is my PC, which up until this morning I was going to throw out, but after taking it to bits it actually works. Next to that you can see the Hauppauge HD PVR, which is what I capture all my PlayStation footage with. And behind there you can see the absolute industrial scale power supply problems I need. If you're a cable tidy freak, then don't do YouTube because it's a mess. And this is where I play my games, and up until recently this is where I used to lean over and do my PC, which is why I have RSI on my wrists. I'll do a component list for the PC shortly, but I thought I'd give you a quick look inside the case just to have a look at the build that me and my brother did. I think it's quite tidy, and for my first build I was very happy about it, although I've had nothing but problems with the PC since, but whatever. The monster you can see there is the GTX 580 from KFA2, which is a custom build. Has 3 fans on it. It's a monster, and this thing drains more power than the national grid, as you can imagine. This beauty is my Cyborg R87 gaming mouse. Up until recently I used a regular mouse, and I saved up for this, and I'll never go back. It's an absolutely wonderful mouse. I might do an in-depth review into it. It has custom weights and all that sort of jazz. Okay, and now we move on to what everyone wants to see, the PC component list. If you could imagine that this box is my PC and everything in it is the components or attached devices that make my YouTube channel possible, then we'll go through that list now. Obviously the case is a Coolermaster Plus 912 HAF. Moving on to the screen here, my brother very kindly lent me. I don't know much about it other than it's LCD 22-inch Samsung with a 5 millisecond response time, which is much better than my LG TV. The power supply is an XFX Pro 850 watt semi-modular power supply. And the router here is my Netgear, which replaced the terrible Belkin with a third of the price, but does 3 times the job. This is just the PSU cooler. It's just a Corsair A50. It's fairly basic, probably need upgrading at some point. And you can see here, this is the Hauppauge HD PVR. This is what gets all my PS3 footage onto my PC. It records up to 1080i. You can see here, this is what I'm speaking through now. So whilst they're supposedly for PlayStation 3, they seem to work just fine for PC. They are the Turtle Beach Air Force P11s. And this is what I'm recording the video with. It's a Sony DSC WX7, and apparently it captures in full HD, which is pretty impressive for a very small camera. You can see this is just a bunch of power supply extra tidbits, I guess, modular cables and bits and bobs, loads of stuff in there. I seem to have endless numbers of cables around nowadays. And this is my baby, the Cyborg R87 that I spoke about earlier. Gorgeous mouse. I'll probably do a review on it. If you guys want a review of any of these components, then just ask in the comments below and I'll maybe make a video about it. Also, I went with Cyborg 2 when I got the gaming keyboard, which is the Cyborg V.5. The only thing I might do next time is upgrade to a mechanical keyboard, but this seems to do a pretty good job. And this is the beastie that I was talking about earlier, the KFA2 GeForce GTX 580 Anarchy Edition. It's got a triple fan on it for custom cooling because it gets pretty hot, I think, although it seems to run okay. It's an absolute monster, to be honest with you. I mean, the chances of actually going SLI on the motherboard I got is just absolutely no chance you'd fit 2 of these in. No way. It's just absolutely huge. And then we have a couple of other little bits. This is my RAM, which is an 8 GB of Kingston HyperX. Now this pathetic little box cost me like £200, and that's my Intel i7 2600K processor. And this is the OC'd Agility 3 SSD for Windows 7 and Battlefield 3, which is all I've got on it. I couldn't afford 128 GB when I was building it, but now they're like half the price. And this is the motherboard, the final piece of the puzzle that holds it all together. And this is the ASUS P8Z68 V Pro motherboard. Easy for me to say. It's got all sorts of features on it. I'm not 100% if this is maybe what's behind the problem of I have with my PC, or if it's the SSD, but it's something I'm slowly ruling out. And so that's the lot. And you can see the mess, and it's taken a lot of time to save up for all these things, but all my money seems to go on technology. That is my cat. It's a weird cat. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and As I say, if you'd like me to review any of the components here, then just put in the comments below, and if enough of you would like to see sort of reviews on the mouse or keyboard or any of the components really, then let me know and I'll get around to it. Take care. Okay, for those of you who aren't familiar with my work and want to see what I use my setup for, then I've put a couple of videos attached here, including a Bandar Desert video from Pixel Enemy and my Rondazook attempt. You can follow me on Twitter at Hysteria HD, and don't forget to buzz that subscribe button. It means a lot. Take it easy.